I should start recording. I'm recording this one because I'm like, oh, maybe I'll try making this a video. So now I have to say all that stuff again. All right, today we're doing a tier list of who the sexiest bionicle is, and we want to find out who the sexiest bionicle on Matanui is. We're only doing bionicle from 2001 to 2003, so only the Matanui era of bionicle. Maybe some other time we'll do Metro Nui and beyond, but who cares? Who cares really? Um, should I tell other internet friends that I'm here? I'm gonna tell other internet friends I'm here. I'm gonna tell people. We'll tell one more friend group. Okay, boy oh boy, I'm doing a real great job already. All right, who is the sexiest bionicle in Matanui? We're gonna go one by one. First up, here we have. Oh no, I've already messed up the window. That's fine. Don't worry about it. We have Golly. Golly, she's pretty great. She's got that two gear action, right? So both of oh, we should go for the tier list right first. We got a couple tiers here. So we've got come over. These are the people that you text, you do your booty calls to. You text these bionicles and you're like, hey, please fuck me. So that's our top rank. Our second rank is dateable. These are guys that might not be like instant sparks, but like when you have a good strong emotional moment with them, it's like they just feel irresistible and beautiful and wonderful, and you just want to spend your entire life with them and give them your entire body. We have this tier. This is kind of a special tier that I'll explain later when we get to it, but really hot if you're into hypno. uh, uh, we'll talk about it later. Don't worry about it. Here we have the just friends tiers. It's the friend zone for bionicles, and then here we have restraining order. These are the bionicles that I would not trust within spitting distance of my body. So yeah, okay. First up, we got Kopaka. Kopaka, he's the coolest guy. He's the Toa of Ice. He's got that sword, but he's also got that shield, which to me signals that like he really, uh, he's not comfortable getting vulnerable with you. He's not comfortable like letting you see his real self. So I don't think he's dateable. And you'd think that he's really hot and like fuckable, but like I don't know. I think he's mostly just show. I don't think he'd actually be all that good in bed. I think he might be a little frigid actually. So I'm gonna put him in the just friends tier. Uh, you know, Kopaka's great. I love Kopaka, but it's really hard to be a straight cis white guy these days. Up next we got Gali. Gali is she's pretty great. She's got that two armed action. She's got two sets of gears. She's girl, so that's pretty good. I don't want to just put all the girls into dateable, but I am a lesbian. I am sapphic. All of these girl bionicles are going to be pretty good, I think. So that's something. Um, let's see what's Gally got going for her. She's cool. She's just as cool as Kopaka, frankly, if not cooler. She seems really comfortable in herself and her body, and she's a little bit. She's kind of she's not the leader of the group to say, but like personality wise, she's just a little bit of a tease. She's a little bit of a tease, maybe a little bossy. Um, I think she's dateable. She's solidly dateable. I think I could get along really well with Gali. Liwa, um, we're gonna put Liwa in really hot if you're into hypno. Um, like specifically if you're like Dom hypno, like if you want to hypnotize someone, Liwa's your guy, right? All right. Up next, we got the what the fuck are these guys called? I gotta refer to my list. These are the Makua and Kane Ra. They're going straight to restraining order. That's what I'm saying. I mean, one, they're like animal guys. I don't think they're good. The Manus crabs also restraining order tier. I don't want to deal with anything of them. Matau, Taraga Matau. Um, um, he's kind of a weird one. He's like a weird old guy. Um, he's a weird old guy. I think he might smell weird. I think he in particular is going into restraining order. I don't know if I trust Taraga Matau. You know, I don't know. Maybe he's dateable. He's either dateable or restraining order. I haven't decided yet. I think to be safe, we're gonna put him in restraining order. I think if you need to think about it, they should probably go in restraining order, right? Better safe than sorry. And you know, there's plenty of fish in the sea. We don't need to be like clogging up the dateable pool yet. Here we have Hookie, or specifically McHookie, the Mictoran version of Hookie. Hookie is a sports guy. I like sports, I guess. He's one of the sports guys. He's nice, I guess. Look, I'm really not into Hookie, frankly. Um, he's gonna go into the just friends tier. Up next, we got Kongu. Kongu, I think Kongu's actually pretty good. Kongu is like fun and silly and goofy, and you know he's got a big goofy smile on his face. I think Kongo is absolutely dateable, if not come over, because I feel like if I invited Kongu over, I'd be down for like a really nice night. Like no matter what we get up to, frankly. Um, I feel like Kongu would be really good to like smoke a bowl with. I think Kongu's gonna go into dateable. Dateable, maybe we make out once or twice. Maybe you know just to see where it goes. I would definitely have the relationship anarchy conversation with Kongu. You know, I'd flirt. Jala is you know the captain of the guard. He's real honorable. He's super helpful in the movie. Um, I don't know. He's just not quite as interesting as like he's kind of just Takua's wingman, frankly. Just Takua's wingman, which is ironic because he rides a bird. I'm gonna say that we're just friends with Jala. Up next, we got Maku. Maku's pretty great. We got another girl bonkle, right? It's hard to say no to girls. It's hard to say no to pretty girls. As a lesbian, I definitely, uh, yeah, she's pretty good. We love a short queen. I think isn't she the one in Bionicle 2, the Bionicle Legends of Matanui 2, the Matanui online game 2? Isn't she who you play as in that one? I recall making a lot of flax for some reason. You know, I don't really know much about her actually. I would I like to know more about her? Yeah, definitely. If she asked for my number, I'd give her my number. But you know, frankly, I can't really think of much about Maku. So I'm gonna put Maku in just friends for now. You know, maybe if we hang out more, you know, maybe she'll become a bit more of a romantic interest. But you know, we've got bigger fish to fry. We got fucking Matoro here. Matoro specifically, but we got Matoro here, and if you know anything about Matoro, we know that Matoro is literally the best. But this is like Matoro before becoming literally the best. You know, this is Matoro when all he really does is he just like hangs around Nuju and is like, oh yeah, Nuju said this, and you just gotta kind of trust him. But that said, I totally do trust him, right? Like I take him for his word that that's what Nuju said, right? If Matao, if it's not Matao, I'm sorry, if Matoro came over to me, I was like, hey, Nuju said that we should bone. I'd be like, well, the fucking Nuju said it, so we should do it, right? I think Matoro is an easy come over. Absolutely. Up next, we got Onepu. Onepu is purple. So now we're gonna go over to Nakama. Taraga Nakama. Does anyone say mommy issues? Yeah. Let's see. The Nui Jaga. Those are again horrifying monsters. I'm putting them in restraining order. And then the Nui Rama, also restraining order tier. Yeah. Aniwa, Anawa, Aniwa, Taraga Anawa. I feel like Anawa, you know, he's got solid dad vibes. Solid dad vibes, you know. He's artsy, you know. He makes art. He makes sculptures. That's like what a lot of the Anu Matorans do. Is that right? No, the Pomatorans. He's a Pomatoran, or I guess he's a Potaraga, but you know what I mean. He's an artist, and you know that's respectable. I think easily dateable. Nuju is absolutely come over, but only because he's Matoro's handler, so like he can watch. Anua is at least as fuckable as Gali, actually, right? He's got that two-handed action. He's got those claws, so you know he likes it rough. I think is Anua more fuckable than Gali? I don't know. I don't know about that. I think Anua is just as totally would have a threesome with them, of course. You know, I'd have a threesome with any bionicle, frankly. That just sounds like a good time. But, you know, even the restraining order tier ones, you know, I could be convinced, right? Yeah, Gali and Anua, those two, like when I was thinking about doing this earlier today, I was like, who is the most fuckable of the Toa Nuva, or not the Toa Nuva, but the Toa Mata, and it's easily Gali and Anua, right? Totally Gali and Anua. Which brings us to Pohatu. So Pohatu's a bottom, and that's okay. It's okay. We support bottoms here, but like, you know, if Pohatu and Anawa showed up, like if they came as a package deal, totally. But I don't think I'm all that interested in Pohatu on his own. I think Pohatu is a solidly just friends. I would say more of a just friends than Maku, and I couldn't even remember anything about Maku. I don't know. Nah, that's too mean. That's too mean. Pohatu's more of a just friend than Maku. I actually know things about Pohatu. I think he's fine. Tahu is restraining order tier. The Tarakawa. Tarakawa are come over tier, definitely. I think Tarakawa. Look, you know, I like it rough, and they do that. Taraga Vakama. Taraga Vakama is an amazing storyteller. He's like the narrator. We all love him. You know, I would absolutely like wake up next to him and like let him whisper into my ear sweet things. More than that, I don't know. I don't know about that, but I think Taraga Vakama, it is solidly dateable. Solidly dateable. And you might be thinking, isn't there a bit of an age gap? And to that, I would say there's literally an age gap between me and all of these fuckers. They're all hundreds of years old, at least. There's an age gap for all of them. Why are you singling out Vakama? Anyways, Wenua. Wenua. I don't know a thing about Wenua. I don't know anything about Wenua. I mean, I guess he's. I mean, Turaga Wenua specifically. Like Wenua, like Toa Wenua, we know a bit about, but like, does Turaga Wenua do anything other than like sit back and look cool and be like, "Mom, I want that one. It's got a drill," right? Like, I don't think so. I don't think Wenua gets to hang out. Yeah, I think that's all over 2001 though. That's all 2001. So now we're gonna go into 2002. And 2002, we've got some shakeups going on, right? First up, though, we've got Boxor Nuparu, and Nuparu is like right up there with Motoro, and like what a great guy, so fuckable. He invented the thing that single-handedly saves the island of Matanui from the Bow Rock. It's so cool, actually. So frankly, I think he's more fuckable than Mick Motoro. I think so. I think so. I think Motoro absolutely grows into the goat, right? Like he absolutely is the best character in all of Bionicle, but I don't think all of his iterations are the best character of Bionicle. I think if we're talking specifically about Mook Motoro, I don't think I don't think I take him. I'd be like, yeah, sure, let's hook up. You become like the coolest guy, right? But like when he's just Mook Motoro, he's not the coolest guy. That's just how it is. Um, up next we got Kadak and Gadak, the Borak queens, who are also sisters. Absolutely. I think. Oh man, I think again more fuckable than Motoro. I think the Borak queens, who are also sisters technically, are way more fuckable. I mean, twins, twins. I want them to bite me. Exotoa is not sentient actually, and it's just a mech for the robots to ride in. I think that puts it in restraining order tier. Frankly, I don't think it's that useful. It's not that interesting. I think of the things. I think it's restraining order tier. I mean, like if I had a tier that's like lower than restraining order, like I don't even think about you as a human being tier. That would maybe go there, but we're just gonna put it at the bottom of restraining order. So up next we got a couple weird ones coming up. So there was the Bionicle Master Builder set in 2002, which had like just a bunch of random pieces, and you could like use them to make a bunch of different critters. I have put all the critters in individually. So we're gonna go through all of the individual critters, and first up, of course, is the Fusa. Literally, it's a kangaroo. I think that's easily uh, much hotter than these Turaga. Just full stop, definitely. Up next, we got the Fiku crab. Literally the cutest thing ever. I want the Fiku crab to uh, call me mommy. Yep. We'll get back to the master builders, I think, because we're a little scrambled here. We're going to keep going. Up next, we've got Galak Va. Galak Va is one of the Borak Va. They exist as like little support guys to help reload the Borak with the Krata. Um, they're more sentient if you're than your typical Borak. That said, basically all the Borak are gonna go into really hot if you're into hypno, because like that's what they do. They hypnotize you. They put the little spongy mask on you, and then you're just like mind controlled by the Borak hive. So like we're gonna put that for Galak as well. We're gonna do that for Nuvok, Nuvok Va, and Nuvok, and just all of them, right? All of the Borak. Even the Borak Call, right? All of them are going into really hot if you're into hypno. That said, once we're in really hot if you're into hypno territory, there is the ranking within that area, and that's where we get into things that are a little trickier, right? So I'm gonna just plop all of these guys into really hot if you're into hypno, and then we'll get back to them, right? Did I get all of them? No, there's Levi Kal. Is that all of them? I think that's all of them. I think that's all of them. Maybe that's possibly all of them. All right. What was I saying? Oh, we had the Fiku crab, but it also came out in its own set. That counts. That counts as a Fiku crab. Fiku crab is so cool. They're up there twice. Okay, so in really hot if you're into hypno, I think Liwa is absolutely the top of that, right? I mean, well, they're the bottom of that. They're the submissive of the hypno. They're the ones that receives the hypno. Liwa absolutely stays at the top there. The Borak Val, all of them I think are like way above the actual Borak and the Borak Kal. Why am I missing one? No, there it is. There. So all the Borak Borak Va, they are, the big thing that they have on them is like independence and sentience. They're like their own living creatures. Yes, they're still controlled by the hive mind. Yes, they still answer to mommy and mommy, Kadak and Gadak. But they the thing about them is they they at least like have some amount of free will, right? Like it's easier to refer to them as people than any of the other Borak, right? Up next is all the just the straight up normal Borak, right? All the normal Borak, they don't have sentience. They're just like 100% hive mind, right? Like they don't get to think for themselves. I just been popping these two back and forth. They don't get to think for themselves, They just like, they're just like, hive mind guys. So I think they're easily less fuckable than the Borak Va. But the Borak Ka, oh, here's where we get to the complicated things. The Borak Ka, yes, they're just recolors of the Borak. This isn't about whether or not they're good toys, because I think, frankly, the Borak Ka suck in comparison. You can't even see the weird squishy mask behind their cool domes, right? That said, in lore, the Borak Kal are individuals, and they have the bodies of Borak, which is hot, actually. I love a weird little guy. And the Borak Kal are absolutely weird little guys. So the Borak Kal all go above the Borak Va, I think, right? We could get into more like in-depth here, but I need to open a wiki to do that. Should I open a wiki to do that? Should I open a wiki to figure out which is the sexiest Borak? Let's do that. We're gonna open up a wiki. Bionicle Borak wiki. We're gonna do this based off of like their powers, right? Like, because I think their powers are all roughly the same. Oh man, there's way more lore here than I thought there would be. We'll just plop this over and you can see what I'm looking at. There's a lot more. Oh god, no, fandom. I'm an adult. Go away. Okay. There's a lot going on here with the Borak, actually. I just want to know their powers, because I think that's going to be the most helpful thing. So Borak Va. Oh, wait, their powers are determined by the types of Krana. Oh, shoot. Okay. Okay, this lore is too deep for me to figure out. We're just gonna say it's a tie between all the different subtypes of Borak, right? Because it's not as simple as like, oh, it's the ice Borak. I think he's got like gravity powers or something, right? But gravity powers, assuming that's what he has, are pretty hot. I would say are hotter than ice powers, but I don't want to bother looking up in the wiki to see like who's got what powers because frankly I cannot give a shit. Up next though we've got Gallinuva. Gallinuva is I think the first fuckable Toa. Like straight up, she has flippers. Think about it. Uh huh. Uh huh. Yeah. No, you get it. Pahatu Nuva. Pahatu Nuva is. Oops, that's the wrong spot. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong thing. Pahatu Nuva is not next. We'll get to him maybe, possibly. We'll think about it. I think we gotta do some more of these master builder guys though. This is the Kewa, I believe. I think this is the Kewa. I think it's the Kewa. Kewas are birds. They flap. Um, just friends, frankly. I think Kewa are just friends. The let's see who's this guy? This is the Hikaki. Hikaki's pretty cool. Hikaki's really cool. I think Hikaki is at least as cool as the Fusi. Is he cooler than the Fusi? I'd say so. I'd say so. Up next is the Vako. Vako. Oh wait, sorry, I'm holding the wrong things. I'm dragging the wrong things. Sorry. Where the fuck is Vako? Vako is somewhere here. Oh, is he not? No, there he is. Vako. Here's the Vako. He's literally got a horn. So I think he's fuckable. He's not as fuckable as the Boxor. Certainly not as fuckable as. I think he's more fuckable than the whatever those fuckers are named. I don't remember their names. Yeah, that's pretty good. Up next we got the Hoi. The Hoi is a little turtle. The Hoi is pretty cute, pretty good. You might think that it's easily up here with the Fusu crab, or not the Fusu crab, the Fiku crab. But I think they were copying their homework. They're not really original. I think that puts them at the bottom of Just Friends, actually. Sorry to disappoint you. Up next is the Hodo fish. The Hodo fish is a fish with lasers for eyes. I think that's pretty cool, actually. I think that's maybe even cooler than Kongu. Up next, we got the Husi bird. Husi bird. Oh, Husi bird, my beloved. I think Husi bird is right here between Boxor and the Borok mommies. I think that's pretty self-explanatory. Then we got the Kofu Jaga. Kofu Jaga is just the Nui Jaga, but a twink. So I think it still ends up in restraining order, but it's a little bit less of a restraining order than the other scorpion guys, right? Up next, we've got the Kuna snake. The Kuna snake, this is a hard one. This is a hard one because the Kuna snake is literally just a bunch of Technic beams strung together and called a snake. It's, I think, probably the worst model in the Master Builder set. I think it's kind of awful. That said, it is a snake. And snakes are sexy. Is it as sexy as a fish with laser eyes? No. Is it as sexy as Kongu? No. It's not as sexy as a raptor. It's not as sexy as a little, like a kangaroo, a robot kangaroo. Is it sexier than Dad Vibes? I think it's not as sexy as Dad Vibes. It is sexier than Vakama, though. I think that's where the snake goes. It is dateable. I would date the snake. But they're not like high on my list, If they were like really interested in me, they like brought me flowers, I'd be into it, right? Up next is the Makika. The Makika is also restraining order vibes. Tahu should be way up higher in restraining order vibes. Sorry, there we go. Makika is also up there. I think the Makika just looks really creepy. We can't really see it very well on this because it's not ranked right. Can I fix that? No, I can't. But I think Makika is as horrifying as Tahu. Up next, we got the Rookie. The Rookie is also a fish, but it's not a fish with laser eyes. I think it's less interesting than Taraka Vakama, frankly. I don't think it's. You know what? No, it's a just friends. It's a low just friends, actually. You go up. You go up. Actually, I want to be you. You are my best friend. Yeah, you're better. You're a better friend than Kopaka. Yeah. Okay. The next we got the Taku bird. Taku is another bird type. We like the bird types. I think he goes up with the other bird type. I think that's just cute. Next we got the Usul crab. Usul crab is pretty great. Usul crab is like as good as Fiku crab. That said, there's a way better Usul crab coming up, right? So I think this Usul crab is just friends. I think this one's just friends. Um, More just friends than Pohatu though. I think not as just friends as Jala, but as just friends as Pohatu, at least. And I think we got our last master builder critter here. We got Takea. Takea is a shark. It's another fish type robot. I don't know if I think the fish. I think fish. I think it's cooler than the other fish because it's like a shark, right? Is it restraining order? No, I don't think it's restraining order. I don't think I need it to like get away from me. I think I think we're gonna put it here. I think I like it more than the original fish. No, that doesn't feel right. I like the original fish more. The Rookie fish. Rookie fish is more of a friend than shark fish. Okay, cool. That's all the master builders. We are now gonna get on to the rest of the Toa Nuva potentially. Actually, you know what? No, I want to save the Toa Nuva, so we're gonna skip forward. We're gonna get onto the sports baller Matorans. Starting with our favorite sports baller, whatever his name is. I gotta look it up. I gotta look up what his name is. Our favorite sports baller, Matoran. What the heck is your name? Huki! Oh, it's Huki again! It's Huki, but no, this isn't Huki. Sorry, I got excited. No, this is Hafu. Huki's black friend. I don't know. I don't know anything about Hoofy is the problem, right? I think Hoofy and Maku can go together. Yeah, Hoofy and Maku. I don't know anything about Hafu. Not Huki, sorry, Hafu, not Huki. There's a difference. But let's skip to Huki. Huki but buff? Huki but buff? Oh, he had a glow up. You're in come over territory. I think you're sexier than you're sexier than Mitoro. You're sexier than Mick McToro. I think. I think so. I think so. Holly though, we got Holly. Holly is pretty great. Holly's great. I think Holly is definitely in dateable vibes. I think Holly, frankly, I think Holly more dateable than Golly. More dateable than Golly? I think so. I think so. Let's see who we got next. We got Kopeke. Who the hell are you? I don't know who Kopeke is actually. I think he's not as restraining order tier as an Exotoa. And by restraining order tier, I mean like whatever's below that. I don't think I need to restraining order him. I just don't know him. I don't know who this guy is. What's your deal, Kopeke? I have no idea. You're just Matoro's friend, and I guess that's cool, but like I don't know. Whatever. Um, yeah, kind of disappointing. Let's see. Up next we got Maku again. Maku but buff. She's slightly more interesting than Maku but small, I guess. Yeah, whatever. Um, yeah, I think that's fair. And then we got Matoro. Matoro but buff. Matoro but buff. I think Matoro but buff is easily better than Nuperu. I think that's a fair call there. Nuperu in his boxer machine, pretty hot, but Matoro but buff. Matoro buff Matoro. That's like, I mean, we're still not quite there at the peak there of like, you know, underwater mutant Toa Matoro, but we won't get there for a while. He's not in the picture here. We're just talking about 2001 through 2003, right? We don't even know that Matoro's important, but I like his vibe, you know. Let's see. Should we do the Roxy next? I think we should do the Roxy next, and I think I should also look up the wiki of their powers because I think this is gonna matter. So Bionicle wiki Roxy. We're gonna look up the wiki to figure out their powers because I think that's gonna be important for ranking them. Um, Come on. Because I don't think their Krata have any specific powers. I think it's just them, right? It's not like the Borok where it was like too complicated. Yeah, okay, here we go. So we got Turok, Fear, Gurok, Disintegration, Larak, Poison, Parnrak, Fragmentation, Vorak, Absorption, and Kurok, Anger. Okay. That's gonna help us figure out where we're putting these guys. I'm gonna set them aside here. You can't see where I'm setting them, but trust me, they're aside. So up next, we've got fuck me if I can remember what any of their names are. Gurok. Gurok is the Roxy of Disintegration. Is that sexy? Is Disintegration sexy? I think. See, this is the problem with the Roxy, right? Like, I don't think Disintegration is restraining order tier, right? I think Disintegration is kind of hot. Um, I think Disintegration is sexy? I don't know. I think maybe Gorok is a just friends, right? The thing is that we can't put any of the Roxy into really hot if you're into Hypno, like we could with the Borok, right? We don't get a free card with the Borok. I think we need to put the Roxy Disintegration's cool. It's just friends vibes, I think. I think she's more of a just friends than any of those critters. Is she more of a just friend than Maku? Buff Maku? Yeah, I'd say so. Hui, or whatever his name is. Hafu, Pohatu? Oh, is she more of a just friends than Pohatu? I think she's more of a just friends than Pohatu, actually. I think she goes there. She's more of a just friends than Pohatu. Yeah. Okay. So next we got the ice Roxy, which is Kurok. Kurok is the Roxy of anger. I think that is just straight up restraining order tier. I'd say that's more restraining order than Tahoe. Yeah. I think that's more of a restraining order than Tahoe because I don't need that energy in my life. Like even anger's not even like a fun thing to play with in scenes, right? Like I don't want that. That doesn't sound fun. Let's see. We got what the hell is your name? We've got Larok, I think. Larok, the Roxy of Poison. Poison's kind of cool. Kind of cool. We get into like some like substance play. I think Poison's more interesting than Disintegration. Um, Dateable. I don't know about dateable. But fuckable. I think. Yeah. Yeah. I think that seems good. That seems good to me. Yeah. So then we've got the next Roxy. We got this Roxy of Earth, which is named Ponrock. Ponrock is the oh god, it's freaking out. 1 second. Ponrock is the Rakshi. Did I lose you? Did I have you guys not been able to see the whole thing? Ponrock is the Rakshi of fragmentation. Is fragmentation sexier than disintegration? No, I think he's actually might be copying her homework. And that's not hot actually. I think not as good as a disintegration. Disintegration sounds way cooler than fragmentation. I don't think it's restraining order tier. I don't think it's restraining order. I think it maybe just be bottom of just friends. Like even the shark is cooler than that. Let's see. Next we've got Turok, Rakshi of Fear. That's pretty fuckable to me. I think Turok, Rakshi of Fear. That's a fuckable guy. Fear play, absolutely. In fact, I think Rakshi of Fear goes into. He's the only one that's gonna get into the really hot if you're into Hypno, and in fact, I think might be more hot than Liwa. Yeah, I think more hot than Liwa actually. Yeah. All right, and then finally we've got Vorak. Vorak, the Rakshi of Absorption. I think that's pretty sexy actually. I think that's more sexy than Poison. Is it more sexy than Bird with Long Neck? I think they go between the birds, right? You got Small Bird, Bird with Long Neck. Those are both pretty sexy. But Rakshi with absorption powers, I think that's pretty sexy. I think that sounds sexy to me. I think that's that. And that's all the Rakshi. Woohoo! I can close the wiki. Woohoo! I don't need to worry about Rakshi anymore. What we got next? We got the Toa Nuva. I think we'll get back to the Toa Nuva. Yeah, but I think we have some other guys to start with. We have Jala with a bird. Jala with a bird, right? I think Jala with a bird easily goes to the bird tier of come over, right? Easily in bird tier. I think they are more sexy than long neck bird. I think that's the case. Could they be more sexy than Boxer or Nuparu? Maybe. I don't think they're as sexy as the Fiku crab. I think this is a perfect place for them. I think that's a perfect place for them. Jala with a bird. I think that's fair. I think that's fair. And then finally we've got Takua with a crab. I think it's easily up here with the Fiku crabs, right? Is it beyond the Fiku crabs? I don't know. Is it beyond Gali Nuva? Gali Nuva is currently our champion. I think. Here's the thing. I love Takua, but the thing is, Takua's got egg vibes, right? They're an egg, and like as cute as that is, that does kind of it's not hot to not know who you are, right? Or to be scared of who you are. So I think Takua with the crab. Yeah, that's pretty sexy. But Takua like not accepting who they are? That's kind of sad. I think I'm going to put them in just friends, but like top of just friends. I'm like right there for you, Takua. Takua, if you ever need to talk about like your feelings about gender or whatever, come talk to me. I'm here for you, okay? Bring your crab though. The crab goes up here. Crab easily goes up here. Takua's just friends. Let's see who we got next. I think we've got to say Takanuva for last. We'll get to Takanuva later, right? So I think it's time to start talking about the other Toa Nuva, right? Starting with Kopaka. Kopaka Nuva, I think we put Kopaka in just friends, right? But here's the thing. Kopaka Nuva has that big mouth hole. I think Kopaka might be a good fuck. I think right up here with Nuju at least. Are they a better fuck than Mictoro? That's a question. I don't want to split them up. I think they're a better fuck than Mictoro. I think that's a truth that I hold dear in my heart, and it's just because of their new mask design, right? I think that's the thing. Liwa Nuva, I had this one as a kid. They were like my favorite. Those swords, so heckin' cool. If you're into knife play, that's pretty good. That said, it is Liwa. They go back into really hot if you're into Hypno specifically. Are they more hot than the Rakshia Fear? I don't think so. And I don't think they're as hot as the original Liwa, because original Liwa Mata has that like twink vibe, you know? Um, Whereas Liwa Nuva, like they're buff. They got buff, right? But I don't know. I kind of liked it when they were someone that I could pin to the wall or whatever, right? Up next, we got Anua Nuva, right? Is that right? Anua Nuva? I think that's his name. We got Anua Nuva. Anua Nuva has chainsaw skates. That's pretty cool. I would like to know more about chainsaw skating and also go on a date that centers around chainsaw skating. Are they as hot as their original counterpart, though? Those claws are really sexy, you know? I think they're not as hot as classic Anua, but they're right up there. Right, they're right up there. They're definitely hotter than a fish with laser eyes. Um, yeah, definitely hotter than a fish with laser eyes. Pohatu Nuva. Oh, hey man, you've showed up to the party. Um, Restraining order. I think Pohatu Nuva goes right here with the other Taraga Matau or Taraga Kongu or whatever his name is. Whatever this Taraga's name is, who gives me bad vibes. I think Pohatu goes there. I don't know. I just don't like his vibe. I don't like his vibe, right? And then finally Tahu Nuva. Tahu Nuva. We put classic Tahu in restraining order, right? I think he might also be restraining order. Uh, I think more restraining order, frankly, than Rakshi of anger. Yeah, I think that's fair. Yeah, I just don't like him. I don't like his vibe. I think he freaks me out. Actually, I don't think I don't think I want to spend any time with him. Makuta though, Makuta is man. I just want him to whisper horrible, horrible things into my ears. You know, I think Makuta might be our first guy that's sexier than Gali Nuva. Is that? I think they're definitely sexier than the Fiku crab. But are they sexier than Gali Nuva? I think so. I think so. I mean, have you heard their voice? Pretty darn sexy. We're gonna get to Takua last, I think. So next up is Takuta Nuva. Takuta Nuva is, too much of a good thing. I think too much of a good thing. You've got Makuta and you've got Takanuva, both very sexy in their own right. But you add both of them together, and it's like that's pretty cool. I guess that's cool. Not as cool as Pohatu though. So I think Takat. I'm gonna put them in just friends, but not as much of a friend as Pohatu. Yeah. And then finally, our final bionicle to determine if they're sexy or not is Takanuva. Takanuva, they're it's Takua, right? And we already were like, Takua's really sexy, Takua's really great. This is Takua post hatch. They have realized that they are a strong, beautiful Toa of light. And I think that's really beautiful, and I'm ready to make them feel beautiful. I think Takua, or sorry, not Takua, Takanuva. Sorry, I don't want to dead name them. Takanuva definitely goes up at the top. They've got that T-girl swag. Um, and they ride a motorcycle, which is literally the sexiest thing. So there we go. There's our Bionicle sexiness tier list. I hope you enjoyed the Bionicle sexy tier list. We had a lot of good times. I think we learned a lot about ourselves and about each other. Do you think I'm horribly wrong about the Bionicles and which ones are sexy? Do you think that the Manus crab is actually uh, you know what? Sorry, Manus crab. Manus crab. They literally remote controlled. I think they go into really hot if you're into hypno. Not as hot as Liwa though. More hot than Liwa Nuva though. Manus crab goes into really hot if you're into hypno. I guess the Exotoa also kind of is there too. I mean, the Exotoa is. Oh man, I think the Exotoa is more. Oh shoot. Okay, we got to reconsider this too. Exotoa is more hot than the Bow Rock as far as really hot if you're into hypno. I think that's fair. I think that's fair. Okay, I think that's fair. I think I figured it out. We figured it out. We figured it out. We figured it out. That's the list. That's the list. Um, I hope you enjoyed this. Bye. See ya. Adios.